Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. If you have ever struggled with ABA graphs, or if you want your ABA charts to actually drive better decisions, then this video is for you. Today, I am going to walk you through how to create and interpret professional level ABA graphs, including how to choose the right type of ABA chart to use, how to avoid common mistakes, and best practices on how to use visual data to confidently back your clinical decisions. Whether you are working with continuous data, interval recording, or scatter plot analysis, I will show you exactly how to make your ABA chart work for you. And to help you even further, I have included a free downloadable ABA graphing checklist that is linked in the description below. Let's jump right into it. So on my screen is a copy of the ABA graphing checklist that you can use. We have broken this down into the different phases of conducting the most effective ABA charting that you can. So there are some key activities to be completed before you even start the process of graphing. And there are some key activities that you have to check off when creating the ABA graph itself. And then also there are some key checklist items for you to check off when interpreting your graph. And then there are some final review activities for you to also complete. The link to accessing the free guide is below this video. And within that free guide, you have the link to download this free ABA graphing checklist. Okay. Next, let us go over the why. Why are ABA graphs very important? ABA graphs are the visual heartbeat of behavior analysis. But too often, we see situations where practitioners, they mention that ABA data graphs are really hard to interpret. Or they normally say things like, we see a lot of these ABA graphs that are incomplete. When your ABA chart is clean, labeled, and easy to understand, everyone from parents all the way to supervisors can instantly grasp what is going on. And that means better buy-in from these stakeholders and also better results. Next, we are going to discuss how best to choose the right ABA chart to use. When it comes to ABA graphing data, context is everything. Continuous data ABA works great when you are monitoring how long or how often a behavior occurs. But if you are trying to spot patterns, for example, meltdowns that happen every morning before lunch, then Scatterplot data ABA is your best friend. And if you are checking whether something happens during specific times, then you want to go with interval data ABA. And this is really where great charting begins, determining the right ABA chart to use. And when you go over the detailed guide, once again, that is a free guide for you, the link below this video will provide additional step-by-step detailed information to help increase your success. So here are some good best practices. Your x-axis should show dates or sessions, and your y-axis should reflect the behavior being measured, like frequency or duration of how often that behavior actually happens. And then you want to plot your points, draw your trend line, and don't forget to label the phases. When you graph ABA data this way, it becomes a clear roadmap, not a guessing game. Next, let us very quickly go over some best practices for interpreting ABA graphs. Interpreting ABA graphs isn't just about reading lines, it's about asking the right questions. Is that new intervention causing a clear drop in behavior? Is an example of a question you should be asking. Is there a rebound effect after baseline? Is another example of a question that can be asked. This is where clinical judgment meets visual analysis. When your interpretation is solid, your recommendations gain weight. Next, let us talk about what not to do. Basically, common mistakes in ABA graphing that we have seen. We have seen charts where the y-axis goes from 0 to 10 on one side and 0 to 50 on the next. Based on feedback that customers, patients, parents, supervisors have mentioned, they find that very confusing. Even worse, we have seen situations where there are no phase change lines at all. The issue is a lot of these little mistakes add up. Clean data ABA graphs build trust. Messy ones that are confusing often raise questions about your capability and your professionalism. Now, let us go over what we see when amateurs create an ABA chart and when professionals, people that are experienced, actually create that same type of ABA chart. And this isn't really about judging skills, it's really about impact. Amateur graphs often lack the structure and clarity needed to drive confident decisions. Maybe the axes are inconsistent. Maybe it's missing baseline markers. As I mentioned earlier, these little things do add up, they matter. A professional ABA chart doesn't just show data, it shows understanding. It guides conversations, it clarifies intervention impact, and it makes your expertise visible to others, whether it's visible to a supervisor, a teacher, or a parent. That's the level we are aiming for. And that is one of the things we hope this video and the detailed guide can help provide to you to increase your success. Next, let us go over that free checklist that I mentioned earlier. If you want to take your next ABA graph, if you want to take it to the next level and make it easier, faster, and cleaner, then download that checklist. As I showed at the beginning of this video, it includes prompts for every stage, from selecting the right graph type to formatting your data correctly. You can print it, you can bookmark it, you can share it with your team, you can save it as a PDF. It is yours to use. And if you want to go deeper, make sure you read the full guide. It is free. The link is at the bottom of this video. And lastly, we continue to provide good content. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, don't hesitate to reach out and also watch other videos to help increase your success. Good luck.